bars in a rave. Man, I go hard like Santan.
No, you won't.
No.
But I don't think De Gea's ever been world class.
So why? What?
I don't think De Gea's ever been world class.
Okay.
Next question.
I think how
Let's move on to some listeners' questions.
Liverpool are so boring.
Top of the league. Sorry.
Let's start from the bottom down. Super Jules 1 asks, should Arsenal recall Callum Chambers? I don't think number one, I don't think they would allow us to.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
I don't think would he?
What, they wouldn't let us do it anyway, would they?
No.
He's been doing well for them.
Yeah, that's what, is he playing DM for them?
Yeah, he's been playing centre mid. He looked decent. He's got tech, man.
Yeah, but I don't think he could do that.
I think if we can, I think we should. I think he's better than Holding anyway, personally. But yeah,
better on the ball than Holding. I've just never really. You see someone like Chambers, it's like Holding as well. Yeah. I don't know what's his standout defensive attributes. He's a bit of a unit.
It's just they're English.
Bit of a unit.
Yeah.
Chambers is that he's composed and good on the ball. But yeah,
that doesn't necessarily make him a good defender, does it?
Neither of them are particularly good defenders.
You can lend you Cahill.
No, I think it's gone past that point of education for Chambers. He's like 23 now, 24, is he?
There's mid-table centre backs.
Yeah,
that's all you get from them.
Okay. Mr. Rugrat _ asks, is it fair to assume all neutrals on the pod want City to win the league over Liverpool?
Yes.
I mean,
very.
I don't think anyone
very mutual.
Win.
That's a bit bad, man.
And we hope. I hope it goes right down to the wire actually, and then something.
I ain't got time for that, man. That stresses me out.
You know what?
Last day.
I was stressed. I was in that Champions League shit last year. I ain't got time for that again. Fuck
the most
them.
stressful period of my life
in April or something
was the one where the Gerrard slip.
Oh mate,
that I was. When Suarez was scoring those goals,
I'll let you lot know now.
How bad it is when Liverpool get. Can you imagine how we'd feel if Tottenham could win something? Because the way I feel when Liverpool could nearly win, it's not good, man.
If Liverpool win this title, everyone delete me.
You see when Liverpool had the Champions League final, I was supposed to go out, and I was like,
you didn't go over it.
I waited until after the game before I went barbers. Because if Liverpool went out, I was not leaving my house. If Liverpool had won, I wasn't leaving my house.
Yeah, these lot are just unbearable. I think
unbearable.
You're just horrible people.
Yeah, I don't care. Listen, if Liverpool win the title, delete me, unfollow me.
Honestly.
Everything. Oh God, anyway. I don't give a damn. Follow me, then unfollow me, mate.
Lion West 20 asks, who are the top 3 goalkeepers in the Premier League at the moment?
Alisson. Then do the rest. I don't know.
What are we going to by value?
No. We're going for Alisson.
I mean, in terms of stats, he's got the
what in
best
stats?
Don't
Alisson, then go. Alisson, then carry on. 85% save rate. 85% save rate.
I would say Edison,
Alisson, Edison.
Why Edison?
He's just better, man. 85% save
Edison's
rate.
better.
10 wait, can I do 10
Edison's
clean
better.
sheets this season?
I don't care about the clean sheets. That's because of Verge. But
no, that's because of him as well.
Yo, he's made some big saves.
Massive saves.
yeah, he's been good. But I think Edison's better.
Dude, why is he better?
I just think Edison's better. I see the way. Sometimes I've gone to Chelsea City a couple of times, and I've seen the way he trains before the games and the way he just. No. But I'm saying I don't think City have had much pressure on them where they get multiple shots against them where he's tested, and that's not to say that he's not good. Like if you can see a person who's actually good, then you know what he's capable of. People respect De Gea, but when De Gea tries to catch things out of the air and puts it in his own net, it's
how many mistakes has De Gea made in the past 5 years?
Quite a lot.
This year alone has made a few.
Quite a lot.
De Gea was
quite a lot. Like near post finishing is his forte of letting
in.
There's
clear stats to see if De Gea wasn't here,
we'll be finishing. Stats is bollocks.
100%. Last season, definitely last season. Yeah,
stats are bollocks, man.
Let's
chill. Not having
it. We know who's number one. Let's
top
not having
three,
it.
Top 3 is obviously.
We know who's number
one.
I would say Edison, Alisson, and
De Gea.
De Gea,
yeah. Only on default because there's no one else around really at the moment.
It's clear cut.
De Gea
the saves that he makes
is a league above every other keeper in the
Nah.
Premier League. De Gea is a million miles ahead of them.
Nah.
Then it's Edison, and then it's Alisson.
The thing is, I don't like a keeper that is capable of doing some really bollock shit and then pulling off a great save. I don't like that. I don't like that.
With keepers, it's going to naturally happen.
No, it ain't. It's not. You don't have to pull off planners like that.
Do you know what the difference is at the moment? Yeah. Between De Gea and the other two. De Gea is playing for a team where
who get panned.
It's like that bottom club mentality team kind of thing, because we're seeing him make save after save after save after save because he's playing for a team who's fucking shit.
Yeah,
it's the saves he shouldn't make though.
Sorry.
It's the saves he shouldn't make.
No question about it.
There's a lot of saves that some of these lower league
Remember that
teams
save against
make saves that you shouldn't save.
From
I still think he's the best. I still think he's the best. But I don't think it's as clear cut as...
Yeah, but it's because you're watching them premium games. You're not watching the bottom league sides. Nah. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of clangers that some of these people don't do.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Simple.
But you have to react to the
you have to react
to his bad World Cup. You have to back to his bad World Cup and his multiple mistakes.
But here's the thing. So here's the thing. Yeah. For the best part of 6-7 years, David De Gea has been outstanding. Yeah.
He was horrible in his first year and showed how
horrible
he was.
All right, fine.
How has he been?
5
How long
years.
has he been here?
5 years. 6 years.
How long has he been here?
It's been great. He's been here 8 years. It's been great for 6 years.
I would tell you, yeah.
He's been 8 years.
Yeah, it's been great for. He's been here for 7 or 8 years, but he's been great for 6 years.
Well, his first season was shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he's pulled off a couple saves here
his
and there.
first like 3 months was shit. Let's be real. He weren't shit for.
He was shit all year.
David De Gea has been world class.
I'm not having it.
Let's say he's been world class for at least 5 years. Yeah.
Nah.
He's had a shaky 6 months. Yeah, not even 6 months. When was the World Cup? June. Yeah, so 6 months.
He's been shit.
He's been poor for 6 months at best. Yeah. So now is maybe he's not all that anymore. Let me ask.
I've never thought he was all that.
Let me just ask you quickly. If an average player played well for 6 months, will we turn around and say that they're now world class because they played for 6 months?
I don't think he's been world class.
You're telling me that it's too soon to say this is too
Yeah.
soon. So what's the difference?
I think Ederson and Alisson are average.
I didn't say they were average.
Ederson.
I said,
in regards to De Gea,
if an average player performed really well for 6 months, you wouldn't change their status, would you, within that 6 months?
Not for 6 months,
if
no.
between now and May, Michael Brighton goes on and plays fantastically well,
would you want to your club? You take him against
No, you won't.
No, you're not.
But I don't think De Gea's ever been world class.
So why? What?
I don't think De Gea's ever been world class.
Oh, next question.
I think
Hold on.
Get over there.
You not let him get away with these wild.
Why?
Nah, it's true though.
Why?
How has he not been world
all right.
class?
When I grew up, I was a goalkeeper. You know that.
Okay.
For a long time, I was a goalkeeper.
Cool.
I look for a lot of other things than you lot do when you just see a pulled off save.
Yeah.
Out of midair. Yeah.
Right.
I see a lot more to his
What
game.
is a keeper's job? What is a keeper's
Listen,
job?
Fahy. He has let in multiple times over the years where he collapses on his arse at near post and lets his shots.
And I've seen him save.
No, I don't care.
I've seen him save.
He has.
Well, these way he has no right.
Did he get the most clean sheets last season?
Probably did.
He got the most.
I'll give you this point.
You know these things about the clean sheets. You know your manager's Jose Mourinho.
Sean, hold on.
You do know your manager's
Jose
Jose.
Mourinho this season.
Oh wait, hold on.
No.
I watched the game. Obviously, Liverpool versus Man United. Man United beat us 3-1. Yeah.
I'm not having
Do you know who finished man of the match? De Gea.
I don't give a shit.
De Gea, and it's a game that they won.
I think
it's overrated. I think he's very much overrated. I think
think-
there's a lot of aspects to his game
For
that he's very
example,
poor in coming and claiming corners. He's very shit at dealing with corners. He's very shit at his near post. These are fundamental things as goalkeepers, what you need to be good at. Coming and claiming shots. You could be a shot stopper. Man United get pammed week in, week out and get shots taken against them left, right, centre. And I don't care. Don't get pammed. It is a fact. I don't care. All these people who are all these outfield players that think they know what a goalkeeper's job is.
Yeah, but no, like you're right.
It's like me talking about your job outfield. I know what the job is in goal, innit? And if you show up, I know he has pulled off world class saves that a lot of people might not have pulled off, but he has let in some very abysmal goals. I don't care.
Sean, you see stuff like.
I don't care.
The stat that I used to show how good De Gea was last season is expected goals. You look at the amount of goals that United were expected to concede last season. I think it was something like 15 less goals than they were supposed to concede, and that's because of De Gea. They're conceding the chances, but De Gea's keeping them in the game.
Even at
I said that he was top 3 on default. I never said nothing. I didn't say nothing, but you lot are saying he's above other people. But
Let's move on. Machiavelli asks most realistic signing. Most realistic centre forward, left back, and right wing buys for Chelsea.
Most what?
Realistic centre forward, left back, and right wing buys for Chelsea.
Left wing and right wing.
Left back
and right wing.
Back, yeah. Got anyone in mind for the centre forward position? Didn't you mention Higuain?
I wouldn't mind Higuain. It's just anything. It's like when you've got bollocks, you would take anything. So it's whatever's available is what it is. But in terms of left back, I don't know about left back at the moment. we was trying to get Sandro for ages, but he weren't coming. So right wing, what's this? Everyone's been on about Pulisic on the other pod.
I've seen him play.
I
But-
don't know, 80 mil for him.
It's a bit overpriced, to be honest. But
Dembele, you don't fancy training, so he's a.
there's not really any outstanding players outside of the leagues that are really trying to look like they're being able to be bought. So I'm. It's just anyone who's better than Morata and Giroud, to be honest, at the moment, and anyone that's better than Alonso.
Cardi.
Yeah, could have a Cardi.
Dembele,
I said that before when a long time ago on the pod, people started laughing. So
He's a
it's
sharpshooter.
whatever.
Ooh, say names, man. Name people.
I can't remember, brother. It's long ago.
Wait, you said who was who? And
I remember when
I don't
you
know
asked
if
me about this
anyone
whole thing
loves
about
Cardi.
Higuain and Cardi. I think Mariah was there laughing or something.
You know,
Someone was
I
laughing,
like Cardi.
yeah.
but it's whatever, innit?
All right. Sporting Disgust ask the top 3 signings of the season. So we already know number 1. That goes by default. So who are the other 2?
Lucas, the best Uruguayan player to play in the Premier League,
Yeah.
which is who wrote that?
You just said it.
No, who wrote that on
You just said
on the touchline? Who wrote that?
The cameras are all looking at Ant, by the way.
It weren't me. That banner is much better than that. Come on. That's
It weren't me.
Definitely.
It's probably
But-
Well, we know who it was there, don't we? Bottom of the league, BBO, man.
Nah, but yeah, Torreira's definitely number 1.
Yeah. What about the other 2 positions?
This season, Alisson.
Signings this season. I think.
Would you say Mitrovic?
Alisson for?
But he saved us a lot of points.
Why not? You man are not understanding,
Do you
bro.
want to answer the question?
Yeah,
or
seven-
what?
60 million.
70 mil.
7 mil.
Seven.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I expect him to fucking be good for 70
Yeah,
mil.
so
when I'm
so
talking
easy,
about
it
doesn't
signings,
matter.
when I'm talking about signings, I want people to equate value.
terms of value.
Equate value to
has
the
he won us
performance.
points?
Because 70 mil
Yes.
for a goalkeeper, I feel like
and
that's.
True say Liverpool are first now as well. So,
So it's worked, isn't it? Would we be first with Mignolet or Karius? No.
No.
There you go.
What about Mitrovic?
He was already there. He was there on loan from last
Was he?
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored like 30 goals in Champions.
Madison.
Madison's been a good sign.
Yeah.
He started.
He's been very good. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah. So,
No?
Not that I can think of.
There's
Luke.
been loads of flops, hasn't there?
yeah.
Like who?
Well, like Fred.
I knew he was going to say that. He's alright, man. He's coming.
Richarlison's been a really good signing.
Yeah, Richarlison. Yeah.
Felipe Anderson's been a really good signing.
Yeah, he's had a
he's
good
been very
impact
good
every time.
recently,
But how much they pay for him? Like 30 mil, was it?
Yeah.
35 mil, but he's got 6
Yeah.
goals already.
Yeah. Performing well
It's
as
going to be
well.
a bit left field.
Recently.
I said that he was rubbish after the first couple.
Was it
games.
Arnautovic this summer? Or was that last
No,
season?
they signed him last summer.
Andre
Yeah,
Gomez looks
Yep.
a bit good, man.
Who?
Andre
Andre
Gomez.
Gomez.
They said he was
gets
like
forward.
man of the
Crap,
match.
because I didn't want him. I thought
In the
it was
game.
crap. Because at Barcelona, he was.
It was, yeah, I
terrible.
don't know, I'm saying
He
Barcelona.
was terrible.
I'm not going to lie, Pam down
But,
midfield,
yeah,
bro.
he looks way better now.
Yeah, he's.
Okay. I've got one from I am WRLK. He asks, trophies shouldn't be the only medium to measure a manager's credibility. What's your thoughts?
They shouldn't know, you're right, but they are.
What's-
they,
what's-
do-
what's-
they do play a massive part in it.
So what's changed your stance on this? Because before you were used to bang this drum about how Pochettino, we shouldn't really rate him because
No, he said.
No,
he said he was
if
elite.
If you're
He
gonna
shouldn't
quote,
be
if
an
you're gonna,
elite.
if you're gonna
He said
quote me,
elite.
then be honest.
He said
yeah,
elite.
you said he shouldn't be elite because he hasn't won anything.
And that's right. Because if you're going to put him up
Well,
there.
the two statements are not the same, are they?
Why? What was the first statement?
Elite.
Well, read the question that you asked and then see what you said.
he won't be an elite.
What's changed yeah, but you've changed your stance.
How is that changing my stance?
not,
I'm not
'cause
saying that you can't be a good manager without winning stuff, but you cannot be an elite manager without winning.
There ain't many elite
Neither.
managers.
Because if you are the elite, you are the best of the best.
Yeah.
To be the best of the best, you have to have the best achievements.
Are you gonna bracket Pep and
Lewis, are you being
Poch?
serious?
They're leaving, bro.
Yeah.
Luke
Why you
queried
gonna
that
bracket
like as if
Pep,
it was
That's right.
if
Pep
it wasn't
and
just
Poch in the same
basic.
bracket.
I'm trying to remember
Are
what
you-
Anton really said.
That's what he said.
I
I
said
was there.
he's not an elite. I said he's not an elite manager.
elite manager,
I
yeah.
said he's a good manager, but he's not an elite manager.
I think the conversation came into regards to comparing him to Jose.
the thing was he's not an. The
I
thing
think that was
was
another conversation.
is
I've been
I said he's not elite, and I stand by that. And if you want further evidence of him not being elite, let's talk about how much times he changes games for Tottenham with his changes during his in-game management. How much times he gets his in-game management wrong. How his relationship sours with certain players. The decisions he makes, like when he doesn't play the likes of Toby Alderweireld to play
And
that
then
fourth
that
guy.
other guy gets.
So
pumped.
yeah, let's if you want to force this agenda of him being elite, let's go. No,
Fair enough.
Cool.
I think he's a top level coach. But back to the question anyway.
I love when people do that. So you're not actually arguing my point. You're going to make a different point.
I think he's elite.
You think he's an elite
Oh
manager?
man,
How
There
is
must
he
be-
elite? No,
because I think
I want to see this.
that's you rating a
So
lot of
who are
people.
the
Then.
elite managers in the
No,
world?
so the argument would be,
There must be a
I
load
think he
then.
goes to a top club and wins trophies, and then if that's all that takes for you to be an elite manager.
No, that's when he'll be elite.
So essentially, all he needs to do is he can go to PSG and go to Juventus, win trophies as an elite manager.
Yep.
Win what trophies at PSG?
The league.
Juventus? No. It has to be one.
No,
If
So
he
he
win
has
a
to
treble,
so
if
he
he
has
can win
to
a
win certain
treble,
trophies now to be an elite manager.
I
If you
mean,
think, look, like Unai Emery won the league at PSG, is he elite?
I don't think he is, no. But I'm not arguing that you have to
But
win trophies.
his achievements and certain of his things trump Poch's.
100%.
So
Quite a lot.
So how can it be one way for one and not for the other?
He won the Europa League like 3 times.
3 times in a row.
Yeah. So how do you? So go on. Let's justify that then. How do you make that argument?
Make what argument?
That Poch is elite and Emery isn't.
Yeah.
With what basis?
What, because Unai Emery won 3 Europa Leagues in a row?
He overachieved the exact same way. With
I don't think he
Sevilla,
overachieved the
Valencia.
exact same way. I think it's arguable that
Sevilla haven't done nothing
top
since.
4 of the Premier League is a lot harder than winning Europa League.
Sevilla haven't done nothing since.
Because we're not talking about a Europa League that had.
What about where he finished with Valencia and Sevilla?
Where did he finish?
Then he finished third with Valencia, third and fourth.
With Emery.
Yeah.
But he also finished like 8th with Sevilla, didn't he?
Okay, he finished 6th with Sevilla twice, I think.
It's not the same as finishing the top 4 of the Premier League.
But I gave you
Because-
when he finished in there with Valencia though, and the three Europa Leagues.
But I think finishing in the top 4 of the Premier League is an achievement that isn't comparable to finishing top 3 in Spain.
I think the squad difference is a lot different as well. I think Tottenham had a much better squad than Sevilla had.
100%.
They're Konoplyanka and Yarmolenko.
Top 3.
Yeah, they're the Yarmolenko, Konoplyanka either side of fucking Gamira, was it?
I think that's arguable because I think we've also had debates on this podcast about are certain players, the level that they currently are because of Poch, or would they be the level that they are
But then
elsewhere?
you could say the same about any manager and any players, like because we don't know all these Sevilla players, but how many of these Sevilla players went on to be better with or without Emery?
Yeah, not many.
Who are we talking about in particular?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. We don't know. That's my point.
Not many.
So at the same time, if I was an avid studier of those teams and him at that time, I could probably tell you this player performed this well under him and didn't perform so well before.
I'll give
or
you one.
after.
Rakitic was under him in Seville, no?
Shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
No, but still,
Rakitic is the only player that actually came on.
So what about, has he not been outstanding for Barca and Croatia since then?
No, yes, no, sorry, no, yes.
No, but
he
it's just an
was just naming
example.
a
It is an
player.
No, you said I
example.
was
Naming
naming
a
a
player
player.
that
Like,
was
Yeah, it is an
Emery.
example.
Emery,
It is, but there ain't many.
Yeah, so
It takes more than one player to win the Europa League 3
Yeah,
times.
but what the point is like, look, so Poch, if you took certain players, for example, Dele Alli, if he didn't have Poch, I don't think he would be half the player that he is. Yeah? So the thing is there an Emery player? I'm saying I'm sure there are players that Emery has had.
Why don't we know about him?
We
then?
don't know.
Because we don't live in Spain and we don't give two shits about Sevilla.
Did you not? What?
Does anyone, do you think people in Sevilla care about Dele Alli or know about Dele Alli? Of course they don't.
It's just that
Think about Dele
Yarmolenko
Alli.
went to West Ham. Where's Konoplyanka now? That was their main front three. That was the threat. And Gamira, innit?
Yeah, true.
Well, they've all.
I think calling Poch elite is a bit mad.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
it's
What,
very.
so simply
mad.
because he hasn't won trophies, or he has to win a what?
I mean, he has to add some stuff.
You
to
need
his-
silverware.
What do you need to add?
Silverware.
All right, what silverware?
And
Because if he
no,
wins the League
not
Cup, you
even-
guys
not
aren't
even-
calling
not
him.
Win the
even that,
Europa
but
League.
Ad just mentioned it. He said sometimes his in-game management falling out with
So if
certain
he improves
players.
his in-game management, he's elite manager.
No, but he's
Also falling out with certain players.
The
No,
thing
apart
is,
from that,
he's
apart
Who's
from
the
that,
reductionist now? Because
Because he just mentioned it just like 2 minutes
no,
ago.
but
like,
Tottenham have skipped the stepping stone achievements of what they should have been achieving for a while. Where they should have won FA Cups, they should have won Carling
Poch said he
Cups,
don't care about
they
it.
should have won Europa Leagues, but they've skipped all of them things that other teams are trying to win to then build on from that. But they're trying to win leagues.
It's funny
And Champions
though,
Leagues,
because
they're not good enough.
Lewis would, if in 5 years' time as an Arsenal fan, and Tottenham aren't doing the same things, and their argument is, well, we finished third in 2016, and Lewis's memory of these same achievements that he's now calling a manager elite for is going to be entirely different. So I could argue it now. I could just wait.
Speculation, isn't it? I don't think we should speculate to accumulate in this situation.
you proper like Eminem in it. Like, where you run, speculate to accumulate.
Anyway, let's call it a day there, guys. It's been lovely having you. Guys, make sure to use the hashtag touchdown fracas. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of our video content will be on there. If you want to become a Patreon member, go to our Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/touchdown fracas. And we will be back with the Touchdown Fracas North on Friday. I got that right this time.
Midweek?
Yeah, no midweek pod.
No midweek.
No.
We got booted out the midweek slot, innit, for the North lot.
Yeah, unfortunately. We might be back though. We might bring it back. But anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back next week.
Top of the league.
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.